Cashew conference. I am Naveen from cashewinformation.com. We are delighted to have Mr. A. Dara sir, President of the Cashew Cambodia Federation.
Very nice to meet you too.
Nice to meet you, sir. So, can we know about the cashew industry in Cambodia, how it has become the second largest producer in the world? So, can you brief about the Cambodian cashew industry?
Okay, thank you for the question, and would like to say Chum Rip Su in Cambodian language to all the audience. Cambodia is very fast growing in terms of the cashew sector, especially that farmer they try to grow more and more cashew because we have a huge market in Vietnam. Because Vietnam buyer they try to buy the cashew nut from Cambodia, and they give very good price to Cambodia, and then. That's why Cambodian people try to improve not only the cashew production but also grow more cashew. But the thing that we are growing very fast because we have our own varieties called 23 Cambodia Cashew variety, which is we grow around 70% of the total area. And the 23, for 1 hectare, you can harvest at least 1.5 ton per hectare. So that is very important. And then this variety, not only the big yield, but you can get a good quality kernel in terms of the size, in terms of the color, and in terms of the nutrition fact that good for the human health. So that's why the cashew production in Cambodia is growing very fast. Even like last year, 2024, everybody just talk that the cashew production will going down, but Cambodia is not going down; it's going up because there's more and more people they growing cashew, and then 2024, some crop is going to like 3 years or 4 years, then we can get more harvest. That is about the production. And for the processing now, we are a little bit slow because we are close to Vietnam, and Vietnam they have more technology. They can process better than us, and then the production cost is very low compared to us, and they can process even the byproduct. They can process everything. That's why Cambodia cannot process and compete the price of the kernel with Vietnam. But we can see that the processing is going up. Like before there's only like maybe 10 or 20, but now we have 44 cashew processing facilities, small and big. And now the government try to put a lot of effort because we have the cashew policy, and they are trying to improve the cashew processing in Cambodia in order to improve up to 25% by 2027. And also they want to improve the processing facility up to 50% by 2032. That is what the aim of the government policy, that we want to process and export our best quality cashew kernel to the global market.
What are the challenges or difficulties initially Cambodia is facing in terms of processing?
Now, because like I said, we are close to Vietnam, and everything in Vietnam is cheaper than us. So, for example, like when we process, we always compare with the price. For example, like when we want to export our cashew kernel to international market, they always keep asking us, can your price compete with Vietnam? So and our big challenge is about the production cost. For example, like electricity, logistic, and other administration costs. And one more thing that I would like to tell also is about the interest rate. The interest rate that you need to borrow the money from the bank. And then normally in Cambodia, it is hard, to find the interest rate like less than 6.5% per year, and then you need to give like collateral, thing like that, and the payment term, like you need to pay the installment and the interest together also. So this kind of thing that we cannot compete with our neighboring country, that the interest is very low, and there some government they subsidize one thing. And another thing, like I said, you already that we have about 44 cashew nut processing facility in Cambodia, but most of them they don't really have enough working capital to buy the raw cashew nut to process for 1 year. Yeah, actually they can do. I think for me, I'm guessing my personal idea. I think maybe 20 to 30% of the capacity only. So I think if they have enough the working capital to buy the raw cashew nut, and process for 1 year. I think we can achieve the government policy on time. But now we are struggling, but we work together and we find a way not only about the fry competitive, but we also working in order to get a value added cashew in order to sell to the country like Europe and other Japan and then USA, that they not only buy the raw cashew kernel, but they also think that if you don't use agrochemical fertilizer, fertilizer, and also that you don't cut the forest, you do organic or something like that, and Cambodia still have a huge potential for that.
Is there any hope in the Cambodian sector where they can't use the pesticide or that thing, and how is the growing habit in Cambodia cashew?
Cambodia, if we focus on the conventional cashew, it's very hard to compete with neighboring country, but we have a huge potential that most of the farmer, they don't really use a lot of especially agrochemical. So especially the people that they live in a marginalized area, and they do like a traditional cashew. And then there's a huge potential. And then we have two cashew community. One we call AC, Agriculture Cooperative, under the Ministry of Agriculture. And another one we call CPA, under the Ministry of Environment. And the CPA, that they grow the cashew inside the protected area. They not only use the agrochemical, but they also contribute to protect the forest and wildlife. So now Cambodia, in a way that we are working with them in order to help them to certify as the organic. And then because it's easy, they don't do anything. So if we can certify them as the organic, so we can buy the organic cashew nut from them, process and sell to the potential buyer like Europe. That's the way that Cambodia can position ourselves to improve the cashew sector.
It's a good thing to know how to compete in the market with creating new value addition, like organic, something which people are nowadays moving. So one more thing you told is there is a little bit difficult to do the business because the working capital interest are very high. Is there any combined efforts are doing by these associations of cashew in Cambodia for sourcing the cashews or giving any incentives to the processors?
Yes, that's why we are trying our best to work with the reliable buyer, potential buyer, who really want to have not only a good cashew nut to eat for their health, but they also want to contribute to the local people, contribute to the forest, contribute to the all environment, social fair trade or things like that. So we, on behalf of Cambodia Cashew Federation, we work with this kind of the buyer who can give this kind of incentive to the cashew farmer. And then we can encourage them, to use this kind of the cashew, maybe the natural cashew, the value-added cashew, or the organic cashew, or differentiation cashew, social fair trade cashew, something like that, that we can work in order to help them, give them more incentive, encourage them to do this in order to have the social, environmental, and also have the economic from selling the value-added cashew.
So even processing is developing in Cambodia. How's the kernel market in Cambodia? I wanted to know how's the kernel market growing in Cambodia.
We don't really have a problem about the kernel market. Consumption. Yeah, because in Cambodia, I think every year the people, they buying the cashew kernel from the local processor, but also buy the kernel from the Vietnam. So the kernel consumption is not much compared to the export market. So I think probably about like 20 to 30% of processors sell the kernel to the local market.
Thank you.
Thank you.